welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Today I'm coming to you with another pick a card, and today's reading is called What Karma is Resetting for You. So real quick explanation. We're moving into spring equinox and the new energy of Aries. We have a lot of signs that recently moved into Aries, Saturn and Neptune. And also there will be an Aries stellium this month. So after a long time of some of those planets being in Pisces, Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. We kind of finished a full cycle and have learned lessons, and because of that you are resetting your karma and you are getting to redo some things, get another chance at some things, and others you're just getting completely new energy, but you're going into these new things with the wisdom that you didn't have before you went through these spiritual tests. Okay, so that's kind of the energy of what this reading is about. Okay, so we'll see what happens, what comes out for you guys. I already have 3 cards pulled from the Angel Ancestors Oracle deck, and I have not seen them, so we're going to look at them together. Okay, I'll just timestamp it. Pile 1, you have the Sage, be devoted and committed. Looks like that. Pile 2, you have Summer, bask in joy and light. Looks like that. Pile 3, you have the Shaman, trust in higher forces. And it looks like that. Okay, real quick, one more time. Pile 1, Sage. Pile 2, Summer. And pile 3, Shaman. Okay. If you need more time to decide, you can pause the video right here. The rest of us are going to go ahead and get started. Pile 1, you guys are the Sage. Okay. What karma is resetting for my pile 1s? Okay, we got 3 of Swords. I'm just going to keep pulling cards, and then we are going to look at the energy. Okay, we're already kind of seeing what's going on here. You have the Star at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this group, this is a mental test for you. I feel like Pisces could be in your 1st house, your 3rd house, or could have been in your 9th or 12th house. Okay. some of this is not going to come across nicely, but I'm just going to say what I'm seeing, and don't take it personal, but I got to read the energy, right? I feel like you're somebody who would always put their foot in their mouth. I feel like you are a person who spoke before thinking. I feel like you were a person who thought you knew it all, thought you had all the answers, thought that you could do no wrong, weren't really willing to hear anybody else out on their thoughts and opinions. You may have like wanted to be a lawyer or were in the debate club. Like you really like sparring with people. But with all that said, I feel like when it was your turn to take charge and be that person to give your wisdom, you would back down. So it's almost like it was this facade that you gave off, like that you knew it all and that you were, in charge and had control of yourself. But really, it was like this really acting out of your inner child. I feel like you probably have had issues with authority most of your life. I mean, I don't know how old you guys are. It's probably going to be different ages. But I don't know. Maybe you were disciplined harshly when you were younger. Maybe you were misunderstood a lot. So you have this defiance about you of always proving a point. But yeah, like I said, when it was time for you to take charge and be a leadership role, you kind of would back down almost out of a fear of it. And maybe it was because you didn't want to come off or be seen the way that you look at authority. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you really are supposed to be probably in a leadership role, but with more understanding of everybody's perspective, okay, and respect for other people's perspectives. I feel like that is a lesson that you have learned, and that you are coming into this new energy of a little bit more give and take in your relationships with people, whether it's your close relationships or people that you just, meet on a daily basis. You are realizing, I feel like some of you may have been even diagnosed with like ADD or ADHD or something like that. Like I feel like your mind, your thoughts move very quickly, and sometimes that's why you blurt out or say things before you think about it, because it's almost like I gotta get it out. It's going to take a while for people who have known you for years to see you differently. I feel like you're going to have some frustration with that. Realize that people, especially like people that have known you all your life, your parents, your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, cousins, they're always going to kind of see you in a certain way until they really seen that you've made a change. And that may take a while, and some may never see it. But you have to be okay with that, because you've made a drastic change in the way that you see things, okay? There's definitely a major transformation going on here with the death energy. You're almost on this tour of, this is kind of remind me of like a politician who gets caught up in some type of scandal, and now they're on tour, this goodwill tour of showing people they've changed. Not for all, but there might have been some drug or alcohol abuse here as well. So maybe you had to go, do some rehab, and you're trying to show people that you have changed. That's not for everybody, of course. But Spirit wants you to keep being willing to give and receive. receive when people recognize that you're changing. Understanding other perspectives, being open-minded. It's giving a lot of Aquarius energy too. Don't just do things that are good for you. Do what's best for overall good of the group, of the collective. Maybe even doing some charity may help with changing this image people have of you. And not that it's important that people get you, because you know you've made the change, and that's the important part. But if you want to, I feel like you're looking for alliance with people. If you want that, like that goodwill, that favor from people, you are going to have to show a lot of kindness, a lot of grace. Yeah, I just feel like you're starting from the bottom and trying to work your way up. But I feel like you're going to be an example for people. I feel like eventually you will have this emperor energy, and people looking to you as that emperor because they see how far you've come. Okay, and that you stay true to the path of getting better. You will eventually shine bright like the star here that you have on the bottom. You got magician at the bottom. It's how, underneath that, it's how you keep going up with the goodwill that will show people. You're going to have to be committed to this path for people to really see you as this new person. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? Empress. Yeah, you're gonna have to give abundance and show abundance, and also allow people to help you. Because like I said, I think the energy you had before is like a know-it-all. You don't need no help. Yeah, you're gonna have to be willing to accept help sometimes. Why is this Five of Swords here? Four Wands, Ace of Wands, yeah. Help from your community, helping hand. You definitely were on this path to enlighten others. You became enlightened, and now you will enlighten others. Why is the Knight of Swords here? Hierophant and Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're gonna have almost this spiritual nurturing energy about you, but I feel like people feel like it's another gimmick, another ploy. And like I said, if you have any past addictions, I could see that, when you are an addict, there's a reason they have the 12 steps, and they want you to go and ask people for forgiveness and, tell them what you did wrong and you're sorry for affecting their lives. And even if you're not an addict, if you know you've hurt people in the past, you may have to resolve that moving forward, okay? But people are going to be whispering about you, okay? They're going to be like, he or she seems renewed. I don't know if it's real. Time will tell. But they have a calmer, more peaceful demeanor about them now, okay? Yeah, this is Eight of Pentacles. You just got to keep working towards this path. It's going to take time for people to come around. Why is the Two of Wands here? But once people do come around, you're going to have nothing but goodwill and good wishes. Page of Cups. Yeah, people are going to want to be around you, okay? Whereas before, people may have avoided you because you were always so harsh or stubborn, okay? And it was kind of like, I don't feel like dealing with him today. You right? Or her. So let's read your card real quick, and then we'll end your reading. Sage, be devoted and committed. Let's see what it says. Be willing to go the whole road and back again. This will allow you to be the best you can possibly be. The sage represents the wise one within. When this card arises, it shows that you are preparing to become a great, insightful teacher to your peers. It guides you to take notes as the wandering yogi is on this card. Because your knowledge and life experiences can impart incredible insights to those whom you've come into contact with. This card is also about observation and becoming more aware of who you are and all of your inner workings, because the awareness can bring more clarity in your decision. Devotion is a powerful energy. Right now, angels and ancestors want to acknowledge how committed you are to growth. Your continued dedication to this aspect of your life has been recognized, and you're understanding that you are not only a body but also a soul. All you need to continue growing and expanding. The energy of oneness is offering itself to you now, and it's important to take some time to integrate it all so that you can be supported and guided by it. This is what the divine wants for you. Make a note of experiences or teachers making themselves known to you at this time, because you are going to share those teachings one day too. Okay. Yep. That's what I have for you, pile one. Very interesting. If it resonates for you, please feel free to leave a comment below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next one, okay? Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, pile two. Let's change up the deck for you guys. You guys are summer. I can't help but hear Will Smith songs, Summer, Summertime, and Jazzy Jeff. Okay. This could be about two really good friends. Maybe you and your friends are gonna go on some type of adventure this summer. Let's see what we have. What karma is being reset for pile two? Page of Swords, Three of Wands. Okay, I said adventure. Let me get these cards out and then we'll look at the energy. Fool, Page of Pentacles, Judgment. Okay, I think I'm seeing what's happening here. Chariot. Eight of Swords. Eight of Cups. Six of Swords. And Wheel of Fortune. Yep. So what's happening for you is you need a vacation. You need to go out and play, have an adventure. Tap into that inner child. I was saying something about two good friends. So for some of you, maybe you had a falling out with somebody or lost someone that was close to you, and you've buried yourself in your work. But your spirit guides, or even also this could be other friends or family members you have here in the 3D, are worried about your mental health. They're worried about your physical health. Like, are you working yourself to death? Are you trying to keep busy? It's like you're running yourself into the ground to avoid hurt or pain, or maybe grief for some of you. It's something that you are avoiding, but also you haven't had any downtime, okay? For some of you, you guys are just you have the bee on here. You guys are worker bees. You're workaholics. You're not giving yourself time in that balance of relaxing and having a good time as well. For some of you, you feel like you're trying to prove yourself. You may be building something, like if you are trying to get your business to a certain point, or if you are trying to get a certain promotion or something at work. It's something here that you haven't gave yourself time to rest. You haven't given yourself a breather, okay? So that's you've earned this. You deserve this. This is your karma. Your karma is to have some fun in life as well. Okay, let's start clarifying some of this here. Let's clarify this judgment. Why is the judgment here? Ace of Coins and Hangman. Could be like let go of chasing money, but also it could be surrender to a new beginning. Okay, maybe you had a lot of debt or something that you were trying to clear, and now you've cleared the debt, or you're very close to clearing the debt. But it's time to again, go out and have some fun. Sometimes you attract more by doing the complete opposite. I know that doesn't make any sense, but sometimes when you rest, that's when the best ideas come to you. Or sometimes when you rest, that's when the helping hand comes in. Excuse me. I'm getting something about citrus here too. I don't know, maybe you need some vitamin C. Why is the Fool here? Hermits and the Fool. I feel like it's time to spend some time, not necessarily alone, but some time reflecting, knowing that you're deserving of free time. Why is the Chariot here? Page of Cups. Yeah, I really feel like when you take this rest, you're going to have a flow of ideas or abundance coming to you. And I feel like you don't feel that way. I feel like you feel the opposite way. Like, I can't take my foot off the gas because I have bills to pay, or I can't stop working on this project. I can't let my boss down. Something. Why is the Eight of Swords here? The Eight of Coins. Yeah, you feel like okay, that's what it is. You feel like you're only valuable when you're working. You don't feel like, you might have been told as a child, like don't be lazy, don't, like, that might have been really drilled into you, like to always keep yourself busy, always have something to do. Or maybe you grew up seeing your parents or grandparents always have to do work, maybe more than one job. You don't feel like you deserve rest or riches. I'm getting riches for some reason because your ancestors weren't allowed to rest. But that's the complete opposite. They want you to rest. They feel like the work that they put in the past was so that the next generation would have it easier. And instead, you're trying to keep up with what they did, and that's not what they wanted for you. Why is the Eight of Cups here? Three of Coins. Yeah, I feel like you need to work towards, you may need to speak to your ancestors too here. Ask them for help. Yeah, Five of Pentacles at the bottom. Ask them for the things that you want. If you want to go on a vacation, ask them for that. If you need money to get something fixed in your house, ask them for that. Okay? It's already been good deeds and good karma planted for you. You just have to access it by asking. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Five of Pentacles. You're going to stay in another cycle of Five of Pentacles if you don't learn how to, Six of Swords, move on to calmer waters. You have to choose this. It's not just going to happen. I'm sorry, that was Five of Cups that came out. Yeah, you're not gonna get out of the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, any of that until you choose something else. Yeah, Seven of Swords, Four of Wands. They're saying use the tools that we have left behind for you. For some of you, you may come from a family who did roots or hoodoo or something like that. I feel like they want something on their altar. They want you to use your magic to build your foundation, okay? Yeah, I'm keep giving. They've left the tools for you. You don't have to be in this Five of Pentacles. Lovers. Yeah, you have a choice, an option. They didn't have options, but they've left you options. Nine of Coins. You are abundant. You are financially independent. I feel like you're on this hamster wheel of I need more, I need to do more. And they're saying no. You are meant to live in luxury. We did the work already. Anything else? Queen of Swords and Ace of Swords. Yeah, we've already done the work. And she's a witch doctor by so again, they're saying we've done the work, we left you the tools. It's time to bask in the joy, the light. Heal that part of you that needs to feel like you have to stay in the Five of Pentacles. I almost feel like you're punishing yourself. Yeah. Stop punishing yourself and start enjoying life and don't feel guilty about it. Yeah, I feel like your reading is going to be short and sweet, pile too. I don't see anything else that needs to be said here. I'm going to read your oracle card. Rise up and open your wings and shine. Bring your project and plans out into the light, into the manifestation. Summer has always been recognized as a time for joy, for going on adventures and making memories. Flowers are in full bloom, animals are enjoying the freedom of the wild summer days and nights, and people are taking holidays basking in the sunshine and being lifted energetically by the light and the warmth. This is the perfect opportunity for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Light has come to banish the darkness. Clarity is arriving too, allowing you to know exactly where you are, how you can move forward. Angels, ancestors, and guides are encouraging you to enjoy this moment and not to rush forward, because this is a time for pleasure, enjoyment, expansion. There's a great chance that you have extra energy, creativity, and inspiration at this time. Notice what is coming to you, as it is inspiration directly from the divine. When the summer card arrives in the future position of a spread or the last card in a reading, it could also indicate that the coming summer will usher in important energies with regard to your question. All right, so go out there, enjoy yourself, pile two. Spirit has spoken, your ancestors have spoken, you have done enough work. It's time to enjoy your fruits. Okay, that's what I have for you, pile two. If it resonates, please like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the notifications so you know when I post a new video. And I'll see you at the next one. Take care, pile two. Bye-bye. All right, pile three. You guys are my last reading of the day. Shaman, trust higher forces. I feel like you're not believing something. I feel like it's giving a little bit of some of the energy of pile two. Like you're holding out for something. You have all your armor on, right? He's all armored up. It feels like you're still waiting for the battle to end, and I feel like it's already ended. So let's see. Justice. Nothing says karma like the justice card. Lovers. Queen of Cups. The Hangman. Five of Cups. So it should go here. Okay. It should go here. Okay. Queen of Swords. Knight of Cups. The Hermit. And the Eight of Cups. And the Six of Wands at the bottom. Yeah, I feel like your victory. You've won the battle. The battle is over. You were clearly the winner. I feel like it's time to walk away, put your sword down. Well, maybe not put your sword down, but no longer being in the stance of fighting. Yeah, I feel like you're still looking at what was lost on the battlefield. But the energy is definitely renewed here. Let's see. I don't know. We're definitely going to clarify some things here. This hangman is sticking out to me. Why is the hangman here? Five of Wands. Okay. Letting go of the fighting, the competition. Somebody could have been competing with you, or you were competing with somebody. Why is the Queen of Cups here? Page of Wands. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Eight of Wands. You either are becoming this Queen of Swords, or you're going to be hearing from a Queen of Swords soon. Like maybe you were not speaking to somebody and they're telling you it's over. Like this person is going to surrender to you, apologize maybe. Why is the Lovers here? Three of Pentacles. Okay. And Empress. Okay. Somebody wants to work with you or offer you something. Like you got the victory, not just in this battle, but I feel like you won somebody over. Like maybe they thought of you in one way, but now they see you who you really are. Why is the Page of Cups here? Three of Cups. Yeah, they see you as an ally, as a friend. Maybe they thought that you were coming for them for some way. Like this feels like somebody was battling you or speaking ill of you or yeah, so it feels like your reputation was messed up somehow. Like, and people weren't wanting to work with you or offer you something. But now this person sees you differently, or people see you differently, and they're realizing you weren't the enemy all along. Why is the Eight of Cups here? Knight of Wands. Yeah, it's like maybe you were I feel like you were exiled, or you had to go away quickly or something, or sent away quickly. I don't know. But people realizing that no, it wasn't you. It was either this other person or it was rumors. It was something put out about you that was not true. And it really took a lot away from you. It ruined your reputation. And now you're getting justice. And I feel like you're going to be getting back maybe your friends, or you're getting back your reputation more than anything. Yeah, Nine of Cups at the bottom. Like, you're going to be sitting pretty here. Knight of Cups. If it is somebody, Four of Wands. Like, people are going to be giving you your flowers. People are going to be telling you how great you are, what you mean to them. Or if this is your job, like, they're telling you, you know, how good of an employer you are, or employee. It's gonna set you right financially as well. But it's like, yeah, it's something about your reputation. And it feels like it was not true. It feels like sometimes somebody was trying to compete with you, or saw you as an enemy, or they were told something that wasn't right and they spread that around and it wasn't true. Why is the Five of Cups here? But I feel like your guides and spirit is putting it back together for you. Like you're getting your, yeah, Six of Cups, something from the past. You're getting yourself back. It feels like something was ripped from you, a major part of you. And it really feels like just your identity. Some of you might have went through like an identity, like somebody stole your identity, maybe, and like you lost everything. Maybe your credit was bad. Yeah, they might like really, you might have to like file for bankruptcy. I don't know. It's something got, you could have had to get lawyers, go to court to prove who you are. Like somebody could have tried to become you. That's very specific, but yeah, somebody could have stole your identity. Why is the Hermit here? I mean, it was all for nothing. I mean, it wasn't all for nothing. You're. I feel like there was a lesson learned here for you. Maybe you were too trusting of somebody, and they were able to get your information. Or I don't know. I feel like it was to test your faith, though. The faith that you were going to come out on the other side of this, and that people would see the truth eventually. And they see why you were sent into hermit mode, why you had to go spend some time alone. But now they're like, oh, here, like, we want to offer you a coin. We want to offer you a chance, because we know we judged you wrong or something. Anything else, Spirit, before I read the Oracle card? Anything else for pile 3? Ten of Swords. Okay, this cycle is definitely over. And the Emperor. Wow. So you have the Emperor and the Empress. That's either you being back in balance of your masculine and your feminine energy. Because maybe you, when you had to go in this hermit mode, you couldn't do anything. You couldn't be the emperor. You had to sit back and trust that everything was going to work out. And that's what the Empress does. She kind of just sits back and she's just like, I know I'm abundant, so I'm always going to have abundance. And that might have been hard for you because you were used to being able to be in this emperor energy as well. So now you're getting that balance back here with Justice, or you're getting the Emperor. Maybe this could be, if this was a relationship, somebody could have lied on you, like, like he or she was cheating on you, and that wasn't the truth. Like somebody could have lied and said they seen you with somebody, or they heard that you were with somebody, and it ruined your relationship. But now the truth is coming out, and the tennis and the Emperor is now coming back to you, apologizing and saying, I really thought you ran off to be with somebody else, or you didn't want to be with me anymore, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It could have been a third party in their ear. Let's clarify this 3 of Cups again. It could have been somebody just trying to keep you guys apart if this was love. 6 of Wands. And the Moon. This could have been somebody jealous of your looks. So this could have been somebody who wanted to be with your man or your woman. They were jealous of your looks and your confidence, and I don't know. So they said, oh yeah, I heard that they were seeing so-and-so behind your back. I seen them together. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. And it made this emperor distrusting of the empress. Okay, so take those scenarios, how they work for you. I'm going to read the shaman, trust in higher forces. It feels like this emperor was supposed to be in your life no matter what, and spirit has cleared that up for you. Or this community was supposed to be in your life. Like, it feels like your reputation was hurt some way and shape. Okay, trust in angels, guides, and ancestors. If you have given your power away, claim it back. On the inner planes of all the shamans of times gone by are helping the human race to understand the complexities of life and the needs of Mother Earth. Many are working as spiritual guides to light workers and light warriors. Shaman can bring the energy of your shaman guides to you. Shamans believe that when there was illness or disease, it was because a person's power had been left behind somewhere, or a negative pattern had installed itself in them. In trance, they would travel to the underworld to recall this power and remove the demon, that third party. If this card comes to you, it's because you need to do some release work with lower energies or with a lack of trust in the spiritual energies that are guiding you. The shaman will aid you in your quest. There are spiritual allies working in your favor, and their miracles will unfold much more easily when you move into a state of trust. So call back your power. Stop allowing external forces to divert you from miracles you deserve. Hand over all of your concerns to your spiritual allies. When you do so, you allow them to send you intuitive guidance and messages that will allow you to correct this situation and come out on top. The shaman card also shows that you have a shamanic potential to move between realms and connect with your guides in an extreme personal way. Okay, so your people had your back. It's pretty much what it said. Your spiritual guides, spirit has your back. Okay, and even though people tried to destroy your name, your reputation, your work, your relationship, whatever it was, they came in and with their warrior stuff on and handled business. Okay, so that is coming to an end, and things are coming back to you as they should have been. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Pile 3. Good luck on this next journey. Please like, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you know when I post a new video. And I'll see you at the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.